We've been working together through Catchment Sensitive Farming for quite a few years, and you helped us plan out a pond system just to control water in a flooding situation. Do you remember we did a video a few years ago referring exactly to that? And my name is John Renner, and I'm a leaf demonstration farmer at North Bells Hill in Northumberland.
Hi, I'm Stuart Moss, Catchment Sensitive Farming for the Tweed, Aln, Coquet and coastal streams. John sits in a very important part of the country here. And as such, we've been on John's farm to North Bells Hill since 2006. One of the things that we came across when we first came to the farm was water escaping from these fields here onto the road, running down the road and around and into a road gully and draining away down into Budle Bay. By putting the ponds in here, we've intercepted the flow, collect the water, act as sediment traps, act as nutrient stripping before the water carries on its journey.
We've been a leaf demonstration farm since 2003, using the integrated farm management wheel really to focus what we do and how to steer it going forward. Keeps us very busy. We work with the environment at all times, and we try to be as sustainable and regenerative as you could ever possibly be. When we got this place, this was the first field that we pulled out of grass. But actually, its production has just increased.
Considering the amount of rain that we had over the last 24 hours and the amount of snow, this isn't saturated. Obviously allowing the rainwater to percolate through. So that's down to the fact that you've got roots going through the whole profile. Yeah, it's nice and friable, you've got good aggregates foaming. You've got the long established roots with soil particles and soil aggregates along them. You've got the newer roots that don't. If all your roots were like this, with this white that you see here, if they're all like that, you'd be worried. But because you've got these dark, fibrous roots, but darker roots, but with soil particles, that's a good sign. This is quite encouraging, because if that's only 2 or 3 years since it was last cultivated, this is looking in good condition.
This is getting ready. We'll turn cows and calves out onto this in March, and then we'll take a cut of silage, our good quality silage, and then we'll direct drill it with a herbage mix. And then it's going to be into a herbage lay for 2 years. Do you remember when we first came here and we had huge problems of soil movement on the bank sides from the cows plodging in?
Absolutely.
We listened to you and we could see the benefits, and along the bank side of this burn, we've fenced in 7 hectares. We've planted 7,000 trees. The burns are now got proper banks on them. They're shady, they're cool, there's all sort of invertebrates living in them, and they're starting to come. You know, in the middle of summer, it is superb. Charlie, I remember when we started doing this sustainable, regenerative thing. We're now absolutely immersed in it and we love it. But I remember when we first started, I kept on saying monitor and control. Unless you know what's happening, you can't control it. So it's test the soil, isn't it? It's work out operations, work out fuel usages, work out weights of tractors, timings, seed varieties, and where you're going to use that product you're producing to have maximum impact.
If you don't monitor anything, you don't know take soil, you don't know what's in your soil, you don't know how you can improve it, or possibly what the process that you're doing already could actually be destroying it slightly. So you actually don't know what you can do until you monitor. Understand
what's there, understand what your problems are, and then slowly, small steps, try to improve on that.
Yes, but it's also continue to monitor. You can't just monitor it at the start and 5 years down the line you've done that, because the soils are always changing. Yeah. And you need to make sure that you're continually improving it.
I think ultimately with Catchment Sensitive Farming, it's a partnership with farmers. It's not, I don't come in onto a farm, make a load of recommendations and go away and that's it. There are still things that need doing, and it's not massive things, it's not very expensive things. It's a joint project developing ideas that we come up with, John comes up with.
I'm so pleased with these cattle. We've never had them looking like this so young.